Hello everyone, welcome back to the Tableau tutorials. In this video, we are going to talk about the filters primarily in Tableau. So in the previous video, we saw one of the application of filters. That was somewhat complex one, but today I will explain you, or in this video actually I will explain you through a more better example, the applications of the filters. So we know the filters are used to filter the data, that is whichever data matches the criteria that is shown, all the other data is dropped, right? This is the concept of filters. Let's see how it works. Let me just press Ctrl Z for a second. This is what we had previously, right? What I did, in order to show the quantity, I went here, selected this quantity and clicked on kept only or keep only. Okay, so what happens is this kind of a graph was shown to me. So when I do this, if you see, the filters pane has changed. If now you go to edit filter, now only the quantity is selected. That means that is the way through which you can apply filters. Okay, that's a real simple way. Here you can just select what options to choose, like you want quantity and sales to be visible, you can click on OK. So now there are two lines visible, one of sales, one of quantity. Okay, so that's how you can work with filters. Now let's just take another example of working with filters. Create a new sheet and rename it as filters, right? Let's see how we work with it. Suppose we have the subcategory. Let's just get the subcategory, and we have the sales. Okay, combine it like this, arrange it and select the entire view. Okay, now this is the information that I'm getting, but I don't want like all the information of the subcategories, right? I want another parameter to be here, and that is known as the region parameter. So what I can do is just drag this region and drop into the colors panel. Now what will happen is it is giving me a clear distinction, right? Like blue color represents the central region, orange represents the east region, red represents the south region, and this kind of a greenish color represent the west region. This is the legend as well that I am getting for the regions part, right? Let me just expand it a little bit. Now what happens is, how can I work with filters, right? Suppose I don't want this whole things to be visible, because you see, for the labels I'm not able to clearly distinguish between all those regions. I just want the data of the east region. So what I can do is I can just go to this particular region and select on keep only. So now only the data of the east region is visible. That's one way of how you can apply the filters, right? As soon as we clicked on keep only, you see this filter in the filter pane, a region filter is applied only for the east values. Now if you want to remove it, you can do two things. Either you can press Ctrl Z, or what you can do is let me just again click on keep only, or what you can do is just drag this out and drop it. Okay, this is one way through which you can apply filters. The second way is you can just drag this region into this filters pane directly, and this kind of a column or this kind of a dialog box would be there for you. All you can do is just select that particular region whose values you want. I just want west region and the central region. Suppose I want two regions and I want to compare both of them. So I can click on apply, click on OK. So now I'm getting the central region and the west region values. I can easily take a contrast between them, I can compare them. Okay, in case you want to change the values, you can just right click, go to edit filter, and you would be able to change those values, right? However, this is a lengthy process again, right? Nobody wants to go there and just perform the changes, so we have a shortcut as well. Here is this show filter option. So in this show filter option, you see, let me just expand it a little bit so that you can see it clearly. All these options, all these applicable options are available. If you just select on all of them would be visible. If you just uncheck this all, everything would be gone. You want particular regions, so only those would be visible. That's how you can work with filters, right? So this is the easiest way of working with filters. Now what we have done is we have worked with discrete filters, right? Let's just work with the continuous filters. Now what are these continuous filters? Let's just gather the subcategory and gather the sales. Now instead of the filters on the subcategory, I want the filter on the sales, right? Like I want a particular values to be shown. So what I get is drag this green pill before what was being done was this region was being dragged into the filters. Now I'm going to drag this green pill, okay, into this filters. That's the sales part. Now when you just drag this continuous value or this green pill into the filters pane, this kind of a dialog box would be shown, because you can not apply it directly. Like you cannot specify the amount, I want $10 things to be visible, or I want $20 sales to be visible. What you have to do is you have to specify a range, okay, or a particular sum or maximum value or the minimum value or something like this, okay. So these are the values that are given to you. So I would be selecting sum, click on next. Now you can what you can do is you can specify the range of values. So now by default what value it takes is the minimum sales value and the maximum sales value. I don't want that. I want it in a particular range. Let's say from $500 till $20,000, or I don't think $500 was available, so let's just go with $5,000 till or $50,000 probably till I don't know, $80,000, okay. Yeah, so this is the range that I want. Click on OK. Now in this, only paper is the subcategory that is falling. That's why we are getting this kind of a data. If you again go to this edit filter option, you would be able to edit it. Like let's just increase this range a little bit. So as soon as we did that, you see more values were falling in this particular specified range. That's why they are visible. If you click on the show filter, then what will happen is this kind of a range range slider is available for you to play with. So you can just specify that what values you want by clicking on this slider options like this, okay, just like this. So that's how the filters works in Tableau. Now there is one thing more. Suppose we are having the sales values and we want it to be colored on the basis of the profit. So what we have got over here, the color chart is something like this. If you see, let's just remove this profit for a while. This is region, the discrete value, which is dragged into the colors. So this kind of the colors, that is individual colors would be assigned to the different regions, are visible. However, if we just drag profit or a continuous value, then there is a range of this color bar that is shown. Orange refers to the least profit or maybe a loss, and a darkest shade of blue refers to the highest profit. If you want to change it, you can just go to color, edit colors, and there are these bunch of options that are available for you. If you just click on this drop down, let's go with red, green, diverging, click on OK. So green, darkest green is the highest profit, red or the darkest red is the loss or probably the lowest of the profits that we are getting. So this is again a difference between the discrete and the continuous values, not only in the filters but also in the colors part. Next, this is actually sorry, I didn't wanted to delete that sheet. Let's just rename it to continuous values. And we have one more topic of this video that we can discuss, and that is the hierarchies. So hierarchies, we have seen the inbuilt hierarchies, and in this we are going to see the hierarchies that we would be creating. So hierarchy creation is the topic. How can we create hierarchy? Suppose we get the category into the columns and we get the subcategory into the columns. Let's just select this entire view and I want the sales on the basis of this, okay. So this is category and subcategory by sales. That means on the top we are getting the categories and on the bottom we are getting the subcategories. In the furniture category we have these 4 subcategories. In office supplies we have these, in technology we have these. However, the thing is, this is very similar to what we had in the years and the quarters. That was inbuilt. This is not inbuilt. This we need to create. Furthermore, you want to create more, let's just drag in the segment as well, okay. So there would be 3 segments in each subcategory. That means the category, the furniture category has 4 subcategories, and let's say talk about bookcase, it has 3 segments: consumer, corporate and the home office segment. So this is the hierarchy that we want to create. How are we going to create this hierarchy? That's a really simple process. All you need to do is just follow a single step, that is just drag this subcategory and drop it into this category, okay. Or what you can do is just select both of them and go to hierarchy and create a hierarchy. Click on OK. That's it, the hierarchy is created. That's all actually for this video. We will continue with hierarchies in the next one.